Starting a nonprofit or a small business is a huge undertaking. Where do you even begin? Well, today I'd like to tell you about a concept you may have never considered before that can give you the best of all possible worlds, hands-on guidance to help you on your trajectory to success. Hi there, I'm Mark from Valor Excel. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are in the process of establishing a new venture, whether that's a small business or a nonprofit, you may have heard the term business incubator and wondered, what in the world does that mean? Sometimes you'll also hear it referred to as a business accelerator. They're two very similar terms, both describing the same core concept. Now let's face it, when you're starting off on a new venture, whether it's small or large, there is so much to figure out. And as you begin that journey, you can immediately feel completely overwhelmed with the sheer volume and complexity of everything you have to decipher and put into place. Now, we're fortunate in this day and age with the benefit of resources like YouTube, where we can turn and get free advice, easy perspectives from a lot of different sources. And sometimes you can glean really good insight. I hope the information that we bring you in this channel is insightful for you. But sometimes you need something a little bit more hands-on and in-depth. And that's where a business incubator can play a crucial role. Now, one of the key aspects of a business incubator is that it's an environment in which you aren't simply in an office, but you are in an office with a mentoring presence available. Now, at Valor Excel, one of the components of our organization is something that we call Excel Launch. It's a business incubator where we offer office space within our own suite, and yet our staff is right there available to give guidance, to provide training, and to answer questions. If you've never thought about that kind of a concept before, let me walk you through what we offer as part of Excel Launch so you can get a better understanding of what a critical role mentoring can really play for the new business owner. When you're starting up, you need to immediately be able to go to a trusted resource, ask detailed questions, and get relevant and fast answers. If you have to wait for days on end or have to do infinite research on your own, you may give up altogether, or you may go down a path that does nothing but waste your time and redirect you to something you didn't need to focus on. Valor Excel is really committed to providing a holistic approach where we bring the expertise that we've garnered through years of operating as a nonprofit and putting it into a format that will enable others to benefit from what we've learned, sometimes the hard way, on that long journey. So I'd like to walk through the various components of Excel Launch and talk a little bit about what they are if you've never thought of these components before and how they factor into what you're doing in your startup or a business maybe that you already have in existence. Then hopefully this will provide a fresh perspective for you to look a little bit deeper into how you can really grow and get on a path for true success. If you're a regular viewer of this channel, you know that in every episode at the end, we offer a free resource called Taking Your Organization's Temperature. You can download your copy by clicking on the link in the description below. Taking Your Organization's Temperature is designed to kind of be a wake-up call, for good or bad. It's to really give you a fresh perspective on how well you're doing things. It consists of 30 statements that talk about a lot of different facets of your organization. You go through and determine how each one of those applies to you. Based on what you say, there's a corresponding numeric value. When you're done, you add it all up, and the total gives you a perspective as to whether or not the approach that you take is inactive, reactive, or proactive. So I really encourage you to do that. That's something that we do as part of Excel Launch, and it's really a way to establish, even for a brand new startup, a clear perspective of what is being looked at and what is being overlooked. The next thing we touch on is analyzing and documenting your operating procedures. Whether you've been in business for 2 days or 22 years, one of the most important things that you can do is to document how every task in your organization is carried out. Now that can seem incredibly overwhelming, but the great benefit there is that you will never be caught unaware. The worst thing that you can do is to build your organization on people rather than the knowledge that the people possess. Inevitably, there will be a day when somebody is no longer there, and if they disappear without you having a written record of what they know, they take all of that knowledge with them. We'll also work with you to develop relevant marketing and branding, which you need whether you're in a very small niche market or in some sort of a global market. You have to be able to stand out, and you want to be able to clearly identify who you are, what you're about, and why customers or clients should seek you rather than someone else. Now, really growing brand recognition takes time, but we can help you to crystallize the vision and the mission of your organization and put them into a visual perspective that will immediately communicate to people what you're all about. Now, if the venture you're setting up is a nonprofit, that brings with it a whole slew of additional complications. It's something that sometimes can stop people in their tracks, and they give up because there are just so many hurdles to jump. One of the things we focus on is getting you connected to the two most important aspects of establishing the nonprofit. The first is obtaining that 501c3 designation, and the second is obtaining articles of incorporation. From there, it's a matter of developing your policies, your procedures, and really honing a workable day-to-day routine for living out the mission of your nonprofit. Now, even though social media is often used as a tool for businesses to communicate with their clients or their customers, you still need a solidly built website. And part of the Excel Launch program involves web development. Your website needs to not only be attractive, user-friendly, and robust, but you need to keep it well maintained. You need to ensure that accurate, up-to-date information is always in place, and that you have a mechanism to answer questions from anyone visiting the site so that you can guide them into the appropriate services that you offer. Every small business and every nonprofit has a message. And two incredibly powerful tools that you can use to bring that message to the world are podcasts and YouTube channels. And in Excel Launch, we can help you to develop a podcast that enables you to bring your message to people in a relevant way so that they'll want to seek out your services once you've demonstrated why you can provide extra value to them. YouTube can provide a little bit more interactive of an environment where you can post ideas and talk about your services, and then through asking for comments, get feedback from the people who are watching your videos. It enables you to develop a dialogue, and you can begin to look at ways to improve the service level that you're providing and maybe branch out with even new products or services. If you're a nonprofit, one of the ongoing challenges you'll face is obtaining funding. Now, some of that may come from donations, but likely a huge portion of it will be grant-based. But writing grants can be overwhelming in itself. If you click on the link in the description below this video, you can access additional information about a resource we offer called Face Your Fears. It's a grant writing workshop presented online that was created by our CEO and Valor Excel founder, Lori Riston. And Lori will walk you through all the complexities of finding and obtaining relevant grant funding for your organization. As you develop and grow your business, you will automatically acquire expertise. And you may find yourself at a point where you want to be able to share that information with others. In the Excel Launch program, we also have the ability to assist you with Amazon book development and design to help get the concepts that have governed the operation of your small business or nonprofit into a format that will not only inspire others, but give them specific guidance to find their own success. One of the greatest benefits of utilizing a business incubator is that you get those fresh sets of eyes, that outside perspective that you can't possibly have. You, by the very nature of what you're doing, are so immersed in the weeds of your organization that that's all you can see. But when you can bring that outside voice in, you can gain clear perspective. You can avoid pitfalls. You can accomplish things in a much more efficient, time-saving way than you ever could by yourself. If you'd like to learn more about the Excel Launch program, you can visit our website, www.valorexcel.com, and gain information about how we might be able to help you. Now, even if you don't live in proximity to our business offices, we can still help you. You can contact us at info@valorxl.com and let us know what it is that you're trying to do, either with establishing or growing your business. If any of the services I discussed today sound like something you would be interested in, we can schedule a discovery call with you that we refer to as a power hour. It's a chance for us to get to know you and to get a better understanding of what your vision and your goals are. If what we talked about today was beneficial to you, would you please give this video a like? And please, in the comments below, let me know some of the other areas that you might be struggling with, either in starting or growing your small business or nonprofit. Please subscribe to this channel. We have more great content coming in the days ahead, specifically tailored to help you on your trajectory to success. Thanks again for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I invite you to join us each installment of Valor XL. We really want to tailor what we're doing so that it can be helpful to you. That's why we're here. Our entire goal is to bring the expertise that we've accumulated through our own experiences and to disseminate it in a way that helps others to reach their best possible goals. Please join me again next time. Until then, goodbye for now.